What's up, YouTube, and welcome to my Universal Gamer Update number 40 Tizzle, brought to you by Multipizzle, GameChizzle.Kizzle, and the Sizzle my Nizzle, and I'm here to give you guys a good update for this week. I know my last two Universal Gamer updates haven't been up to par from what you guys expect from your boy Noob about the Universal Gamer, but I'm here to give you guys more of what you like and less of what you don't like. So here with my Universal Gamer Update number 42 with some two new segments inside this bad boy, and we're gonna get it kicking off the top 5 games for the upcoming motherfucking week. Let's go. First game up is Resistance Burning Sky for the PS Vita, coming out on the 29th of this month. Yes, I will be picking that game up and I will be talking about it inside my Spit Game segment. Number 2, Max Payne 3 on the 1st of June for the PC. Number 3, Dirt Showdown on the 29th for the Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. Number 4, Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition on the 29th for the PS3, 360, and PC. That's the reason why I like waiting for certain games instead of rushing, because now I can get the Game of the Year Edition without, paying extra for some, content. I can just get it all in the Game of the Year Edition instead of me, what I'm saying? Yeah, man. And number 5, last but not least, Batman Arkham City Harley Quinn's Revenge on the 29th for the 360, PS3, and PC. Next segment, Spit Game. The first game on Spit Game about is Lost Planet 3. Now, there's a lot of game journalists out there that got their hands on Lost Planet 3 recently, and they have said that the game is looking good as long as they keep a good pace from what they played so far. As long as they keep that pace going, the game will be good. It's the prequel to the Mass Effect 1, and not Mass Effect, but Lost Planet 1 and Lost Planet 2. It's a prequel to the games that's within that franchise. So it's before all the events of Lost Planet 1 and things of that nature. And the indoor environments and gameplay kind of feels like Dead Space a little bit. I watched some of the gameplay and I heard from some of the other people that played the game, and they said it has this Dead Space feel. It's kind of creepy a little bit, but you're still fighting the Acrid, you're still fighting the same old stuff. They have different enemy types though, and the indoor environment gameplay has that creep factor. The outdoor has that survivalist factor and that hardcore, action-packed factor that is known of the Lost Planet games, and also it's still a third-person shooter. So, yeah. Next game, Ghost Recon Future Soldier for the Xbox 360 and for the PS3. I've been playing the game, haven't touched the multiplayer at all. I've been playing the co-op guerrilla mode and also campaign by myself. The reason why I've been playing campaign by myself and not co-op is because you literally gotta have friends on your friends list to play with. You gotta literally invite your friends off your friends list. There's no other way you can get people into the co-op gameplay. It's a head scratcher to why they did not add matchmaking. I know they figured that you're gonna play with your friends and stuff like that, and it's not really hard to find 3 of your friends that have Ghost Recon Future Soldier, so what's the point in putting matchmaking? Well, only one of my friends on my friends list have Ghost Recon Future Soldier, which makes me scratch my head and wonder why this game is not selling the way it should be. There's some other things about the game as far as co-op guerrilla mode that's so fucking fun. I've been playing that split screen and stuff like that, and with one of my friends online, and it's addicting already. The only grief I got about it is compared to Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2, it doesn't have those unique co-op options to where you can do all kind of different things and customize your whole co-op experience. But with that said, I will be talking more about the game inside my GNBU review coming next week, so be looking out for that. Last but not least, Resistance Burning Sky for the PS Vita. Comes out in a handful of days. Getting it for the PS Vita, of course, because it only comes out for the PS Vita. And speaking of PS Vita, that's the first handheld game that has an actual multiplayer. That's the game that's going to have the 4 to 8 player multiplayer. Anything over 10-person multiplayer on a handheld is kind of overwhelming, so that 8-player is perfect. Made me stutter right there because it's so perfect. Just 4 on 4. That's all you need for a handheld multiplayer. I'm getting it through Amazon. I don't know what Best Buy is doing. I don't know what GameStop is doing as far as picking it up at their in particular locations. But Amazon has it to where you get all level 5 equipment right off the bat. I think you automatically be at level 5 automatically, I think. But if I'm not mistaken, I just think you get all the level 5 equipment, all the level 5 perks and attachments and stuff like that. And I think you get double XP for the first few days or whatever. I gotta read through the stuff again. And you also don't pay no tax through Amazon.com. So, I gotta milk it for what it's worth before people start everybody start hating on Amazon and ban Amazon or try and make them charge tax to the consumers out there. So I gotta keep on, that's all I shop at is Amazon mostly, 90% of the time. Next segment, gaming news. Now, inside this gaming news segment, you guys should already know what I'm going to talk about inside this gaming news segment. It's a no-brainer. You don't have to even look inside the description or nothing. I'm going to talk about the banning of the Xbox 360. It's already banned inside another country. I think it's Germany, correct me if I'm wrong. And it's getting ready to get banned. Well, it got to go through the final process of Obama's, if he's going to pass it or not, you know, decision to ban it in the US. Now, there's a lot of PS3 fanboys out there that's happy and throwing a party as we speak. And there's a lot of 360 fanboys that's just upset, and you know, there's a lot of arguments going on forums and on YouTube. I stay out of it. I don't even doge inside that shit, but I'm just bringing it up real quick inside my Universal Gamer update that the PS3 fanboys just cool down. You know, it has nothing to do about the 360 sucking or anything. It's just that Microsoft, with their foot in their mouth, done stole Motorola's patent. And I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know it got something to do with the, you know, with the way they got the network and certain components set up inside the 360 that they did not get the license from Motorola to do and stuff like that. The only thing that's making me confused is that why the hell did it take like 5 to 6 years for Motorola to figure that out, or for whoever to figure that out and end up putting out a lawsuit. And on top of that, Motorola is getting 2% from the 360s that haven't been sold yet. I don't know how they're going to get money from 360s that's not going to be sold anymore, but they're supposed to get 2% of all the 360s that haven't been sold yet, or some kind of stuff like that. If I was Motorola or whatever, I don't know who makes the decision there, I will say this. You know, I make a decision from here on out. From this day on out, I get 50% of your console profits. You know, period. And that'd be more than what they're going to make as far as that 2% little stuff they're talking about doing or whatever. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I don't know everything. You know, I'm just you know, the average person that just, you know, do what I do. But if I was Motorola, I just say, hey, keep on doing what y'all do. I want 50% or even 60%. You know. Now, what does that mean? The banning of the 360 does that mean that you're not going to be able to play your 360 no more, or you're not going to be able to get games for it, or they're not going to make games for it, or they're not going to be no online for 360? No, you're going to still have all that. It's just that you're not going to be able to buy a 360 at any store in the U.S., period. And if a store does sell a 360 to you, that will be considered against the law, and that store could get shut down and get a lawsuit towards that in particular store, unless they have some kind of agreement going on and stuff like that. We'll find out more in the near future, but until then, 360 fans, cross your fingers. Microsoft working on a new console anyways, so I don't think they're even worried, and already got money that they're sitting on anyways. Now let's move it over to one of my new segments called Gamegasm. Now, what is a Gamegasm, Noob Sidebot? Is that when you take a game, put it on your pants, and stick it inside your... No, that's not a Gamegasm. That's called getting fucked by a game. But what a Gamegasm is when you look at something, it don't matter how old the game is, how new the game is, it don't matter if it's a cutscene, a picture, a certain level. It's when you playing that game and you just sit there with your mouth open and you're like, wow, the house could be burning down, it could be an earthquake at the same time, with a tsunami, with people fucking throwing stuff at you all in your face, and you still won't be paying attention. You'll be glued to the screen because you're just having a Gamegasm. You know, you're like, what the fuck? Whoa, that was fucking epic. What the? That's a Gamegasm. So inside each one of my Universal Gamer updates, each week I'm gonna give you guys a Gamegasm, whether it's from a long time ago, from a game I had, or from a new game or something, from a Gamegasm I had. But my first Gamegasm I'm gonna bring up is the Onimusha 3 for the PS2 opening cinematic. You know, that cinematic I done watched over 150 times. I can watch it right now and still not get bored. You know, I can just that's a mouth dropper. You know, it's like, whoa. You know, so if you haven't seen the opening cinematic of Onimusha 2 or Onimusha 3, even watch the opening cinematic for Onimusha 2, but Onimusha 3, that's my shit right there. That opening cinematic is, oh man, not like, man. You know, so that blew my socks off. So yeah, check that out, and I'll be coming more with you guys. Older games and newer games, I'll be bringing up more Gamegasms I had from games. Okay, so my last segment of the day is a new segment also called Comment of the Week. Now, I know I get a lot of comments each and every day, and inside this in particular segment, I'll be bringing up a comment. Either it's a comment that I like that somebody asked me, or a comment that a lot of people are asking me on YouTube, and I bring it up to my Universal Gamer update, or it could be something funny or something that I want to, you know, bring up in my Universal Gamer update that somebody comment on one of my videos or something like that, and just share with you guys. But this comment is more towards a serious note, towards my PS Vita accessories review. A lot of people have been asking me what accessories do I recommend. If they were to get 2 or 3 accessories, which one should they get first? What I always say when I talk about PS Vita accessories is the handheld gaming grip. I love the one for the Nintendo 3DS. It's perfect. it's better than the one for the PS Vita, but the PS Vita one is still good as a whole, especially if you got big hands, you know, because if you got big hands, you don't want to play the PS Vita with the tip of your fingers. So that gaming grip doesn't do an excellent job, but it does a good job versus having nothing, and also adds, you know, trigger feel to the top of the buttons at the top to make it feel, you know, have a better feel for shooter games and stuff like that. So I highly recommend that. I still use it to this day. I never take it off my Vita, as a matter of fact, no matter what I'm doing. Also, the charging dock, it's a pretty cool accessory, especially if you got your charging dock in the middle of your living room or in your office or something. You got your PS Vita right there charging and stuff. It just looks sexy, you know. Then it looks sexier than just plugging a plug to your PS Vita and just letting it sit there just flat. You know, it looks sexy, just bam, setting it like that. And the headphones for the PS Vita is also great. You know, I'm usually not a fan of those earplug headphones, but those work really good for the PS Vita, and it's very loud. You don't have to worry about, you know, the volume being too low, and also the chat on those headphones are very clear, nice and clear. You know, I heard people chatting with those headphones before I purchased those headphones, and they are very, very clear. So, with that said, those are the 3 accessories I recommend. Of course, there's more accessories, but you know, those are the top 3 I recommend that you should have right away. And before I leave out, I forgot to mention this when I was talking about Ghost Recon, but I also picked up the Ghost Recon Blu-ray, the movie that it came out with, or whatever. It's like a 35-minute movie. It's called Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Alpha. This is a very fucking good movie. I will repeat myself again. This is a fucking must-have inside your goddamn collection. If you're a Tom Clancy fan of the games, fan of the books, fan of Tom Clancy as a whole, there's no fucking way you should not own this. It's only 14 bucks, people. I got this from Walmart for 14 bucks. Pick this game up. You know, I don't care if it's your last piece of money. I don't give a fuck if you need gas. I don't give a fuck. Pick this I said pick this game up. Pick this movie up. It's like a 45-minute movie. Also got some extras on how they made the movie and stuff like that. The actors are fucking, oh man, I would love to meet these actors. Like, they got a fucking accent, but they are the best fucking actors out there that actually can make their accent sound English. Like, when I heard them talk regular, you know, with the regular accent, the regular way they talk, I'm like, what the fuck? That shit is sexy. Like, no homo, but that shit is like sick. That shit is like so sick that I gotta say it's sexy without, you know, no homo though. But that shit, man, I'm like, damn, those are like some kick-ass actors. You know, these are not even the top of the line actors that you see on a red carpet. But you know, that's why I like representing the little people. Like my boy Freddie Frego say, you gotta look at the little people too, because they're little people don't mean they don't got skills. So these actors aside here, the fucking directors, the camera guys, everybody did a good ass job with this movie. Like this, I had a ganggasm with this, you know, with this movie or whatever. But, oh man, shit, I'm about to watch this again right now before I play Ghost Recon. So it's been your boy Nipsai about the Universal Gamer, and I'm out. Peace! What's up, and welcome YouTube to my Universal Gamer update number 40 Tizzle, brought to you by multipizzlegametrizzle.kizzle, and it's Tizzle my nizzle. And I know my last 2 Universal Gamer updates haven't been all that good. Damn, we're spitting and shit. Take 2.